you come on a journey with me along the River Thames? Hop in and let's row along and learn everything we see about this sensational river. Historians think the name Thames might come from Celtic for tranquil, dark or smooth river. The Thames is the second longest river in Britain after the River Severn, but I bet more people all over the world have heard of the Thames. It is 346 kilometres long and has over 200 bridges. The source of the River Thames is in Shrewsbury Mead in Gloucestershire, and after meandering through Oxford, Reading and London, it flows into the North Sea via the Thames estuary. There are many tributaries to the Thames, 34 in total, but the biggest ones are the Brent, the Wandle and the Effra. The Cherwell is the tributary that runs into the Thames in Oxford. The current in the Thames is quite strong, and at 65.8 metres cubed per second, it can be dangerous to swim in some places. The Thames floodplain includes large parts of central London. This is why they needed to build the Thames Barrier. This is one of the biggest and most sophisticated flood defences in the world. The Thames Basin is in 12,936 kilometres squared, and it holds 2.6 billion litres of water. I wonder who calculated that and how they did it. How clean is the Thames? The Thames is clean in some places, but in others you can get very ill. For example, in London, each year 1.2 million tonnes of raw sewage is dumped into the Thames. People do not dump it on purpose, but in London they have a Victorian sewage system which cannot cope with all the sewage. So even with a few millimetres of rain, it overflows and takes it into the river. However, you might think that in the countryside the Thames is clean, but it is equally dirty for different reasons. For example, farmers spread manure on their fields to help their crops grow. But as a result of surface water run, the manure flows into the Thames. Is the Thames getting cleaner? The Thames is now the cleanest it has been for 150 years. 400 habitats have been created, which is allowing wildlife back into the Thames. This kind of project is called rewilding. Are there fish in the Thames? In July 2020, some people reported they had spotted a shark in the Thames. Here's how Londoners reacted. A spokesman from the Port of London Authority said it could neither confirm nor deny the reports, but clarified that sea creatures including dogfish and smooth hound sharks have previously been seen along the Thames estuary. However, this turned out to be a hoax. It must have been people bored during lockdown. In real news, there has been a beluga whale in the Thames. People named him Benny. Benny was spotted in September 2018 several times through the Thames estuary. He was travelling towards London and appeared to be quite healthy when he disappeared back into the North Sea. There was also a female baby humpback whale that people named Hessie. She was hit by a large ship and died in 2019. The River Thames has roach, perch, barbel, chub and carp and pike. You can safely fish in several places along the Thames, including Kingston, Caversham, Christchurch Meadows and other locations far from London. Is it safe to swim in the Thames? In some places it is safe to swim. However, there has been an incident in October 2012 where 338 people who swam in the Thames got very ill on a charity swim near Hampton Court. Safe areas would be where the water was tested. What else do people use the Thames for? As well as for leisure and sewers, the Thames has many uses. It is disinfected for drinking purposes. It is used to water crops on farms. People use it for hydroelectricity and to cool machines and power stations. Importantly, it is used for transport and shipping, import and export. Finally, the Thames has inspired artists to paint its features.